Greetings everyone, rudyxx here to talk about Dragon Age, a game I played through for the RPGalooza series. Before I get going, I'd like to note that I had played through Dragon Age before starting RPGalooza, so in order to keep it fresh, I decided to try my hardest to side with Alistar, something that was nearly impossible for me to do my first playthrough because I can't stand Alistar and his childish attitude. Siding with Alistar didn't really ruin my experience, thankfully enough. Instead, it added an element of thought that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Having gotten that out of the way, let me get down to how I feel about Dragon Age. I'm not a huge fan of the stop-and-go gameplay. Every battle becomes more of a pain than I'd like it to be. At points I felt like I was playing the game with an NES Advantage controller with the slow-mo mode turned on. At first, combat is pretty fluid, and the AI does a pretty decent job at doing all the things that I as a player don't want to deal with, but eventually about halfway through the game, you start having to take control of several of the other characters just to keep them from making horrible choices, despite the fact that you set them up to do differently. I can't tell you the number of times I had a character run off after some enemy into another room and aggro like 3 other groups, and then just pure stop-motion chaos ensued. Something I did really enjoy about Dragon Age was the way the storytelling works. There are dialogue choices everywhere that make it feel like a choose-your-own-adventure book, and I'm a huge fan of choose-your-own-adventure books. It was kind of difficult at times since I wanted things to work out for Alistar, but it was definitely fun to see the different side of things that I wouldn't have gotten to see otherwise. While I wasn't a huge fan of the base for the story, it was still a good experience overall because it added an element of thought to the cutscenes that made me feel more involved. Having said all that, I gave Dragon Age a 3 out of 5 rating for RPGalooza. I didn't have a bad time for sure, but it didn't really pull me in either. The stop-and-go battles were kind of annoying. Most of the skills seemed pretty useless. Nearly all the characters were forgettable, and overall I wasn't super impressed. But I enjoyed playing the game enough that I have no issue giving it an average rating instead of a bad one. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to catch the RPGalooza series live, be sure to tune into my live stream at twitch.tv/rudyxx. And until next time, happy gaming everyone!